Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start a new lesson from your grammar book, lesson 4 Nouns. Okay, nouns are you've been learning nouns from class 1, so I don't think it's difficult to understand nouns. So, let's read the definition of noun. Nouns are name of persons, place, animals, or thing. Any person that has a name is a noun. Any place, noun. Any animal on this earth is noun. Anything, noun. Okay, so we are surrounded by nouns. Okay, everything around us is noun. So, and noun is classified into 4 categories. Means it has 4 parts. So, we'll learn what are the 4 parts. Common, proper, collective, abstract. Common noun, proper noun, collective noun, and abstract noun. So when we'll read these definitions, it will become easy for you to understand. Okay, so the first one is common noun. See, a common noun is a name given in common to every person. Common का मतलब है आम. आम means किसी कोई भी anything that is in common, that is not in particular but in common. Okay, so every person or thing of the same class or kind. See, when we come in when we are in a class, so we will not identify each and every student's name. What we will say? All the students in students there are girls also, there are boys also. So students is a common noun. But when we take a particular student's name, that Amit, please stand up, so the name Amit is proper noun. Okay, so like this, you're also man, woman, boy, girl, town, country, these are all common noun. Okay, man and woman. When we don't know the name of any gender, means male and female, when we don't know the name, so how do we identify that the man standing there is wearing a red shirt? So we don't know the name, no? So what we will say? The man is given the name in common, woman in common, girl, boy in common, town in common, and country in common. Anything that has a name in common comes under common noun. Now, proper noun. A proper noun is the special name of a particular person, animal, thing, or place. See, a proper noun means a proper name given to a man, a woman, a place, a country, whatever the name is in proper. So, and proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Okay, so keep that in your mind. Irfan. Irfan is a name of a boy, or it can be a name of a man. But when that boy and that man is having a name, so that name will come under proper noun. Irfan. Okay, Bosco, the Bible, Sharon, Pacific, Africa, name of any country. Okay, like India. India is a proper noun because India is only one India is there on this entire universe, on this entire world, earth. There is only one India, so it's a proper noun. Okay, special name given to a particular person, special name. Okay, so everybody's name is special, so everybody's name is proper noun. Okay, name of any country or name of any state or any city or any street or any school or that has a particular name comes under proper noun. Okay, and it begins with a capital letters. Keep that in mind, the letters begin with capital. Okay, so this is common noun and this is proper noun. Common noun means the name given in common, not in particular, and in proper noun, name given in particular, not in common. Everyone has a particular and special name. They don't have a common name. Okay. See, now we will see nouns that are both common and proper. Nouns that are both in common and proper. Okay. So now you can see at the pictures sun, moon, and earth. These are the pictures of sun, the moon, and the earth. These are used both as common and proper noun. They are used for both common and proper noun. Okay, they can come in common noun also and they can come in proper noun also. So there are other nouns that can be in both common and proper. Okay, but there are some nouns that can only be in proper and some nouns that can only be in common. Okay, now we will learn about abstract noun. Okay, abstract noun basically expresses a state or idea, concept of feeling. Okay, that we cannot see or touch, but we can only feel and experience. If you are angry, we cannot touch your anger. You can feel the anger, but you cannot touch it. Okay, so that all comes under abstract noun. Abstract nouns expresses state, ideas, concepts, feelings or quality that cannot be seen or touched but can only be felt and expressed. Any kind of feeling, any kind of quality, concept, idea, when you say that okay, I have an idea, so that idea you will implement. You cannot touch that idea, that okay, this is my idea laying on the table, you touch it. We cannot touch it, but yes, you can feel it and you can express it, explain it, or you can experience it, but you cannot see and you cannot touch. See, state, any kind of state, consciousness, hope, humor, insanity, maturity, childhood, manhood, womanhood, these are all state of human beings. Hope, okay, I have a hope that tomorrow it will rain. That hope you have it inside your heart, you have it inside your mind, but you cannot touch it. You can only explain it, you can only express it, but you cannot touch it. Okay, childhood, you can live that childhood, but you cannot touch that childhood, or you cannot show someone, okay, see, this is my childhood, here on the ground, now you can take it. You can live that childhood, you can feel that childhood, you can experience that childhood. Okay, qualities, beauty, bravery, calm, charity, confident, courage, curiosity, dedication, determination, elegance, enthusiasm, evil, fear, generosity, patient, perseverance, goodness, honesty, humility, integrity, intelligence, wisdom, wit. See, these are all qualities that anyone can have. You can only see that thing, means you can only feel it, but you cannot touch it. If someone is kind to you, you can feel that kindness, but you cannot touch that kindness, or you cannot see that kindness. Okay, you are having so much kindness over you, no, you cannot see that, but you can feel that kindness. Okay, so all this feelings, all the kind of qualities that we have comes under abstract noun. See, now feelings are also there: hatred, love, honor, jealousy, kindness, loyalty. See, if we have love for someone, we'll show it to them, they'll feel our love. Okay, we cannot gift them love, that okay, this much love I'm having, I'm gifting you. No, you cannot do that. You can show them the love, they'll feel it. Okay, you can feel if someone loves you, your mother loves you, you can feel the love of the mother. Okay, mother doesn't need to explain her love, she'll show you her kindness, her love, and you'll automatically feel it. Okay, so this all feelings, all these qualities, it comes under abstract noun. Abstract noun is all about feel, all about your qualities, your ideas, whatever the state you are in an anger state, you are in a happiness, so all these things comes under abstract noun. Now the last one that we are going to learn is collective noun. Collective noun means collection of things, any kind of collections, it comes under collective noun. This is the very easiest one. A collective noun denotes a group of individuals. See, anything that is in a group and we give it a name, that comes under collective noun. A row of books, houses, trees, a swarm of ants, flies, bees, a pack of wolves, means there are many wolves, so we give it a name of pack of wolves. A bunch of keys, flowers, grapes, bananas, a flight of stairs, a clump of trees, an anthology of stories. see, these are all these things, no, where you can see these are all giving name of group of things. Okay, you can say an army of ants. Okay, when there are many ants are walking, no, together, so we say army of ants. So anything that comes in collection, we give it, we bring it under collective noun. Okay, like you can say a school of fish. Many fishes come under school of fish. You give them a particular name. Okay, name to any kind of animals, people, or things that are in group. So we give them name, and that comes under collective noun. So these are all 4 kinds of noun. I hope you have understood and revised all these 4 kinds of nouns.